You can now change what sort of neon and mega neon effects you go and get inside of Adopt.me's brand new update, which is changing the game forever. Plus many more things coming out in this brand new update in the next couple of days. Here is everything you need to know. Starting off, going and getting an upgrade is how you go and customize your pet's color. For example, what it currently looks like is you would go and select roleplay, become a stylist, and then go and grab a color. We're pretty limited to the selection of colors that we currently have. Well, I believe that's going and getting an upgrade. Plus the system that you go and color your pets is also getting an upgrade. For example, I want to go and make my bat dragon yellow. But when I go and spray this, I simply have absolutely zero idea what part of the pet is gonna become yellow. Like, I had no idea it was gonna be the head and the wings that was gonna be yellow right now. And it's really difficult to then go and change the color to like green. It's confusing, okay? Especially when a pet has so many parts, so many pieces to it, you just spray and hope that it paints the part that you wanted to paint. Well, speak no more. I've been begging Adopt.me for months. I've been making many videos saying that they should go and fix this, saying that they should go and implement a feature where I can select what body part to go and paint. And they listened. They have finally listened. I have got something which I was so hoping for. Gone are the days of having to take note of what body part is what and make a list and an order of what colors you have to do in a specific order. Now we're getting a new system. This new system looks like this. Let me go and show you. Starting off, we have this pet as an example. This is the temple friend. I believe this is probably the regular temple friend color. And as you can see, it once you click on the pet in the salon, it goes and pulls up every single color. Now, this is a really good example as the temple friend has so many segments, so many colors. So this is a perfect example. What you go and do is go and select on one of these pieces. As you can see, as you hover over it, it kind of like highlights that area. So once you hover over this, that is what's going to be edited. So say for example, you click the orange, it will then show a thin black outline of what area you are changing the color of. So you won't be guessing. You won't have to try and randomly guess what part's going to be colored. You will now easily be able to color segment it, which is very cool. Plus, there is a search button at the bottom. I think this might be a color code system, like a hex code or something. You type in the code and it will give you the exact color you want, which is very cool. Plus, we see a new icon at the top, which is a wash icon. This will reset your pet's color to the regular color. We already have that feature, but there's no button to do it. For example, if I click on the bat dragon, we don't have that pop up. But if you want to reset it, currently the only way is by going and grabbing your pet and then uncoloring it by putting it in this thing. Basically, they're making it easier. You don't have to pick up your pet and move it around. Instead, there is a new uncolor button by the looks of things, which is probably easy. So say you select this orange, it will then highlight that orange area. You then press the edit button and you can change the color of that segment, meaning that it can now become blue. And there you go. That's a special blue. I believe we don't have this blue inside of the game already. You can literally make it to whatever color you want. As you can see, we're going and getting a nice little combo. This is the example Adopt.me did. I don't really know. Maybe it's meant to be like strawberry shortcake kind of vibes, you know, with like the red and the blue and stuff. It kind of looks a little bit strawberry shortcake themed. Now, one thing a bunch of people have been also pointing out is the changing of neons. Now, I mentioned this a while ago. I made a video because there were some leaks. And as you can see, the first color section starts off at green and then it like gradients to red. Okay, you see that? This bit, green to red. That's all it does. It's a gradient of the mega neon. If we watch carefully, we can see that this gradients every single color. Well, not actually every single color. It goes green to blue to red, then back to green. Okay, so a regular mega neon actually does a rainbow. It will do every single color of the rainbow. Well, Adopt.me is again adding a new way that you can go and get something called like a shards that changes how your neons or your mega neons work. So say for example, we go and grab this pet and we watch it. It goes through every color phase, from green to blue to purple to like a pinky color, then it's probably gonna go orange to red. It does all of these color combinations, and then yellow. And some people don't like all these colors, right? They just don't. Imagine you hate pink. I hate pink. I don't want to see pink ever again. And then my pet's pink. You're like, why would I want a pink pet? Well, with this, we can see that this neon color, the first section, is only going between the certain colors, which is green, red, and a phase of blue. You can now go and edit the type of mega neon radiant glow that you get. The same for potentially neon. I don't really know how it's gonna work on a neon, because you know, if you put a special gradient effect on a neon, then it basically becomes a mega. So I think this might only work on mega neons, or there'll be some sort of other variants that are only accepted on neons, because if not, it will just impact the game. You know, imagine I put a mega neon effect on a neon bad dragon, then I've basically got a mega bad dragon. Like, it wouldn't be much sense. So this is definitely an interesting feature. Let's go and check out what the responses are in the comments. Kaya said this is the best thing ever. Yeah, so many people who make tutorials on how to change your pet's color are absolutely loving this. I hope this isn't the thing they said that would blow our minds, or whatever they said. This is the big change for next week that you guys are promising. What a disappointment. Alright, so apparently there is a big thing that is coming also next week. They haven't said anymore. Well, they said that it's gonna blow our minds. I wish that they said a bit more. I mean, we're gonna find out soon. But some people are disappointed if this is what the big surprise is, because it's not game breaking, it's not massive. It's cool. It's a cool feature though. But a bunch of people are slightly upset that they're promising something massive, and they're saying that it's not the best. Please make a neon reduction setting. Someone is going to make a flashbang. Okay, now that would be true. This person says, please let this mean more color options. I'm pretty sure we're getting a bunch more color options, because even in the video they used colors that weren't even like available on this, I think. I might be wrong, but we saw like a little code button to go and probably enter hex codes. Someone said, is that what all the hype was for? I was expecting something way bigger, more important, and game changing. If we read the description, it says pet pens and the pet releaser was just the start. We're making a big change to something that already exists in the world of Adopt Me. Sign up now so you don't miss out. I think these are not all the changes yet. I think there will be more. Just wait for them. I saw these messages very well, and I saw they're only going to change one thing. I hope it's not just one. Does it say we're making a big change? I mean, they could be doing something crazy. So this is what Adopt Me's like little statement was, that they're going and making a big change to something that already exists in the world of Adopt Me. I don't know what they're changing. If my prediction, I would say what they're going to change isn't just this. I imagine that they haven't just hyped it all up to just be the changing the color of your neon. I'm pretty sure that's what they haven't hyped that up. What I'm gonna guess is it's gonna be changing the roleplay feature. I feel like they're gonna add more roleplay, or change the map, or change the whole point of like being a baby and switching to a baby. That sort of roleplay thing, like adopting, because that was the original concept of Adopt Me, was adopting humans. Obviously no one really does that, they just focus on the pets. So as of what the massive update is, we don't know yet. But what I do know is that the new giant panda pet is very cool. And you want to know what it's worth? Well, if you go and press the button on the screen, you can go and watch a video where I go and show you the value or trade offers of that brand new pet. Plus subscribe, we're trying to get to 1.1 million, and I need you to subscribe right now. I beg you, press that button to subscribe.